can't stop me talking once I get going. So this time I have actually got my coffee. I like to live on coffee. Had the opportunity, actually from the same place that I got the low, for a little, what is it? Can't remember what it is. It does say on it what it is. Roberts, oh it's Bush, not Roberts, it's Bush. A little Bush transistor radio. Now when I got this, okay, the handle's loose. It does need a good clean. The handle's loose, so I need to sort that out. And I went inside. You've got a close and an open here, so we go around the open way. Went inside and I pulled out the battery. I'm going to show you the battery that I pulled out. Something I'll get quite addicted. Well, I've come up with a plan for that. I have more than a number of industrial sewing machines. I think we're now actually totaling 4. So you can see why I get told, Debbie, no more vintage, broken vintage audio. Well, I've got 4 now working because I fixed them. 3 industrial sewing machines and 1 antique sewing machine. I think I can part with 3 of them. I'll just keep the 1, only for work purposes. So I'm going to keep 1, I'm going to part with 3 of them. Then there can be no reason not to have more vintage audio. I'm back in my workshop today. I've had a bit of a rearrange. Got myself another workbench because I seem to be a bit squashed for workbench space. And today I'm going to be showing you that I've cleaned up the Roberts radio. It's come up really nice and clean. Look, got all the stickers off. A little bit of WD-40 didn't hurt getting those stickers off, and which is all nice and clean. So one which I want to show you about the Roberts radio as well. Like you know, this one is working, but it's got a turntable that it spins on, which is a really cool feature from something from the 1970s. So I'm going to put that one to one side. I'm going to be doing the Peerless 8-track today. I also wanted to show you the little Bush radio. The little Bush is cleaned up nice, all on the top. The chrome's come up lovely. Literally just used some window cleaner and the chrome has come up lovely, and all it was on the vinyl was just some soapy water, washing up liquid, but not too much of it obviously, just a damp kitchen cloth and some washing up liquid. It looks to be in quite good nick, got a couple of little dinks in it, and she's just perfect. That's a TR130. Hey YouTube. Well, it's been wild lately. It's been some wild weather and there's been some wildfires. Fortunately not in my area, the wildfires have been a lot further away, but there was some wild weather. I'm going to get into my workshop this week. I've been extremely busy and I'm going to catch up with you on that one in just a bit, but today it is a bit soldering. I keep promising to do this lovely pair of vintage radios. We're going to do a conversion. Do you remember I said we're going to do conversion? Open up this one first. I've got a little story. I'm putting the clips together for you. I have been on a mad adventure lately. So this is how this one opens, just the twisted 2 grips at the bottom. Now, this radio, when I got it, didn't have the battery, but I have got the battery on it from the Roberts RIC-2 that I bought. So we're going to do the conversion on. I'm going to leave this one standard for now. When the battery runs out, then I will do a conversion. But pop that one in. This is now working, which is great. I've given her a bit of a clean. Got the handle on there. We are working. I won't show you working because we've got a metal roof, so quite hard to get the signal sometimes, so outside. But there is a video of this one working. So moving on to the RIC-2. Actually put one to the side. So the RIC-2, what we're going to do today is I'm going to show you some soldering. Okay, so the heat shrink's on. We're going to twist the red cables together. Literally just like this, so that I can slide the heat shrink over them once they're soldered. Bit of solder, warm up the cable. We're already tinned, so warming the cable and just letting that solder melt on to the wires. Get ourselves a nice connection there. Job's a good one. I'll let that cool. Let it cool first before touching it. Get another heat shrink. Heat shrink's already on there. Already done that bit. Wrap the wires together. Twist the wires together. If you find it fiddly, put the soldering iron down. Generally when you work in electronics, you get used to holding the soldering iron in your hand while you're doing other things as well, because how many times can you put it down and pick it up, put it down, pick it up, you know. So when you get used to it, if you've not done soldering before, when you get used to it, get used to holding it. So gonna heat the cable and melt the solder onto there. You want a nice clean shiny joint. Let it just run onto there. Don't overcook it, don't undercook it. Nice clean shiny joint. We'll slide the heat sink up. We'll pop that down now. Slide the heat sink up. Heat shrink, not heat sink, heat shrink. Slide that up, and you could do a bit of heat on there. We haven't got anything that's that hot, but literally holding the soldering iron near it should be hot enough to melt that onto those cables. Don't touch it onto the heat shrink, because you don't want to melt it, but just hold it nearby. It should be enough just to shrink it onto there. Or alternatively, get the hairdryer out. Dab it a little bit at the ends, I think. There you go. There you go. There's one. See that? It's just shrunk on to the wires, protecting it from not touching the other wire. Do the next one. Just gently warm near the heat shrink. Here's number 2. Right, clean up the nib of the soldering iron, just on that damp sponge. Get that nice and clean. Right, so this is just a small demonstration of soldering. Get this Roberts RIC-2 back, I can't say back on the road, can I? Let's get the sounds back on this one. So a lot going on over the next couple of weeks. I have done so much learning over the last 3 weeks. I'm now fully immersed in AI. I have gone from scratch, knowing nothing at all about AI and how to use it well on the internet, but I am fully immersed in it now and totally addicted. But it's given me some great new plans, not plans that I'll be incorporating on this show, because this is just me and just you, and we love the vintage audio, we love the motorbikes, but I have got another project coming up, and it's a biggie. But I'm not going to start on that for at least another month. I'm going to pace myself on that one. And, well, if you want to know what's happening, there'll be insider secrets. You'll need to sign up for the newsletter. We're working on the website today, and there's going to be some autoresponders going on the website, so you'll be able to get a monthly newsletter for free from myself, with some photos on it. And right, enough of the rambling, Debs. Yes, there is a sign-upable free newsletter for you, and if you go to the bottom of the page, you can drop me an email and I will pop you onto that free newsletter, let you know in advance what I'm going to be getting up to. Right, so let's try this. Let's see if it works. Apparently this is a good one. I'm hoping that it's going to be enough to power it. So 4 AA batteries, and the only reason for doing this, I would have left it as standard, but those batteries are so incredibly expensive. So when that battery's gone, I still want to be able to use it. I mean, I struck lucky with this one to be able to power the other one. Let's see if it actually works. So pop that in there. Right, don't really want it touching on anything. Pop that in there. It might be an idea just to glue this battery pack to the side. So I'm just going to pop it up for now. Not touching against anything. Turn it round. It is a lovely cool day in Spain today. Makes a change for it to be cool, and there's a lovely fresh breeze. Bright sunshine, fresh breeze. Will she work? Right, I don't even remember where the on-off button is. I'm guessing, there it is, on-off button, that's that one. That's that one. Pop them back on. We don't want them bits falling off. Sticker on medium wave. Is it enough to power up? We have got no antenna. We've got volume. We've got tuning. I'm going to have to take her outside to get reception. But it does seem to be powering up. So to get some reception, I'm going to have to take her outside because I've got a metal roof with tiles on top. So I'm going to turn it off, and I'm going to have to take you outside. I am in the bushes. I'm in the bushes. It is a nice day. Let's see if we get some sort of reception on here. I am in the bushes. What should we have? Medium wave. Medium wave. Medium wave. Let's have a look. Tone, volume. Can we get some sort of reception out here? Medium wave. Come on. Come on. We're on long wave now. Long wave. Just a bit more volume. How well is that going to power that? Because it doesn't seem to be doing much at the moment. It's like we might have quite a dodgy pot there. Right. There's going to be some twiddling going on. Volume off. Right, delving in. So we didn't pick anything up. I did a minute ago. Not that I'll be able to give you much of the sound. I did pick something up a minute ago. Could do with an aerial out of there. Out of there? Out here. I'm sure we can get something. Sounds like that pot's quite dirty, doesn't it? Right. Don't know if you can hear that. Not a great reception, but we are missing the aerial. So I'm excited it is working. You listen to my vintage radio. I'm in the hills of Spain, so reception isn't brilliant, but this one is. See if we can. Right, so now I know that that pot is fairly dirty. There might be a dry solder joint on there, but it is working. Blasting out the Spanish music. Let's turn her off. So, there we go. vintage radio. It's a Roberts RIC-2. She works. So that's a nice little conversion, just so we don't have to have that 50 euro battery inside. And that little adapter just cost me €2. 2 solder joints, ideal, fantastic project for a starter. Let's pick up that vintage audio. If you sign up to the if you sign up for the newsletter, there is also a free download on what to look for when you're buying vintage audio over the yard sale, in the shop, what to look out for. So make sure you sign up for that, and I'm going to be back with you very short. Good morning, YouTube. Somewhere in Spain there is a mad woman or two. This is today's tool time with Debbie. I'm going to show you my tool trolley. It's got amazing. It is really hot out here. It is that hot out here. Wow, we must be mid-30s already. Looky, lovely. Oh, it does sound like Romford Market, doesn't it? Looky. There is the top tray. We've got a lock-in feature. We've got 3 smaller trays, all with their own individual anti-slip mats. Do love an anti-slip mat. Drawer number 1. Number 2. Slim drawer. This is a little bit of a chunkier one for something heavier. The toolbox does come off the trolley. Obviously you wouldn't want to be lifting it off if you had all your tools in there. Another mat on top of the trolley. Don't mind this, I done that. Another deep tray. And we have at the front a locking cabinet. On wheels, nice and portable on wheels. And this is a bargain. I did look long and hard for tool cabinets, but this one is bargaining. So much so that I am going to get myself another one to put all my electronic stuff in, because if you like tools, you know what, they're really quite difficult to store them all sometimes. But this has been wonderful. I like the fact that it's compact but big enough. But so pleased with this, because the link below, and I will be purchasing another one of these. So if you've not tried some of the things from Temu, this one definitely gets the Debbie thumbs up. I'll put it back together, and now I'm gonna do like a bit of organisation in the workshop, and this definitely scores 10 out of 10.